Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be sharing some apps you need to download for your trip to Thailand. Okay, so there are lots of different apps that you can use while you're in Bangkok, but here are the top ones. Let's take a look at this first one. Here is Klook. Klook will help you get tickets to lots of different attractions, different train passes, food, hotel. I also like the option of being able to pick up a Wi-Fi and SIM card because, of course, we usually get a new SIM card when we travel to a different country, and also transportation. So you would just put in where you're going here, and I put in Bombay, Mumbai, and so it will show you the attractions for those different areas, and if you are able to do Wi-Fi or if you can get a SIM card there. Oftentimes you'll be able to pick it up right at the airport, and if you are there at a time, if you fly in at a time where they're not able to get one to you at the airport, like if it's closed, then they will bring it to you at your hotel or your Airbnb. So that's a really good service from Klook, and we've used them actually all over the world. Very helpful here in Thailand, like I said, especially to be able to get that Wi-Fi and or SIM card wherever you are. The next app that we want to take a look at here is Grab. Grab is essentially the Asian Uber. So you can use this actually in several countries here in Asia. And you can do a car, you can do a motorbike, you can order food as well, kind of like an Uber Eats, delivery of packages, you can do groceries, you can get a driver. So lots of different service options here. Now, what I like about this is that if you want a car, you can order a car, but you can get a taxi as opposed to an Uber driver type situation. A taxi is going to be better because you're going to go by whatever the rate is on the meter. So that's the great thing there, is there's no upcharge. It's just whatever the meter is running, that's what you're going to get. So this is a really great app here. Plus, the great thing about it is that it is challenging to communicate with a lot of the drivers. So I have found that this app is great because you can figure out where you are. You can follow along in the app and see where you're going, and it's usually not a problem. They can see that you know where you're going, and they know where you're going, and they can track you and you can track them. So that's really great. You just put it in just like you would Uber, set it up with your card. But the best thing to do is actually just to pay them cash. And remember, even with the Grab app, just like any other taxi ride here in Thailand, you will be responsible for paying the toll fees as well. All right, so those two apps on this page here. And don't forget, guys, when you're flying to Asia as well, to download the app for the airline that you're flying as well. On this page here, Google Translate, this is like your BFF when you're traveling. If you have a SIM card, even if you don't, you can download a language. So I download Thai just in case I have any trouble when I fly into a country the first time. I'm usually not going to have Wi-Fi or cell service, so I usually download the language. I always have Thai downloaded because it's excellent for being able to do. Now you can use the camera, and if you're looking at like a product, let's say in the grocery store, a lot of times I don't know what I'm looking at, so I use the camera and it actually focuses in on whatever the item is and it translates it for you right here on the screen. You can also do that with handwriting. It could be a little bit tricky because of course handwriting is a little bit more challenging depending on if somebody has good or bad penmanship. And then you can do a conversation with somebody, or you can also just record a voice and it will actually give you the text here and the translation. So Google Translate, and you can see these here on the screen. We've got Klook so far, Grab, and Google Translate. So let's take a look at another one here. Is the biggest mode of transportation here is the BTS Skytrain. So this is the app for them. And you don't really need to do much in here other than you can see where you're going on the different lines. So for the BTS and the MRT, you can see right here what the different stops are. You can check, oh, I've got, 3, 4, 5 stops before I get to where I want to go. This is nice because you can really see where the lines are, zoom in, zoom out, count how many stops. And even though the train generally tells you where you're going and when the next stop is, it's always good to know, because every once in a while you get on a train and the voice isn't working, so you don't know where you're going and you don't see it on the screen. So this is a great app to have just to kind of check beforehand. The other thing I like about this is that you can check and see if where you're going is going to be real busy. So let's say I'm going to the Siam stop right here. You can just tap where it shows the people, and then it tells me down here at the bottom, normal passenger density on the platform. So it's not too busy out there. It's normal, so that's really nice. So I like to look at that. It's a very, very helpful app, and that is the BTS app right here for the Skytrain in Bangkok. Next one, we're looking at two different food apps. Okay, so the first one is Food Panda, and Food Panda is very similar, actually exactly the same thing as Uber Eats, but as you can see here, I have some discounts. But the nice thing about Food Panda that's a little different than Uber Eats is that delivery is generally free. I know, that's really crazy, and there is no minimum for delivery, so I could actually order something as inexpensive as a bubble tea, which is 19 to 24 baht, which is, we're talking about like 50 cents here, or even if you ordered like street food. So very, very inexpensive, and they deliver it to you fairly quickly because the drivers are basically all on motorbikes, so the food comes to you very fast. You could see you could even get Pizza Hut, paninis, all kinds of food. Lots of different specials on here too. Like you can see, this one tells you buy one get one free. Baskin Robbins, isn't that crazy? Sunrise tacos, all kinds of stuff brought right to your door, and you get a text on the screen and it tells you when the driver's on his way, and it also tells you when the driver is here, and they can communicate with you right here through the app. This is fantastic. And like you saw at the beginning, I have a special because we use this quite a bit here. If we don't feel like going out to eat, we can have the food brought to us. And I've got a special coupon for 60 baht, so that's $2 off of whatever my next meal is, which is still not going to be very expensive. You can also do pickup order from here as well, but generally with the delivery being free, it really is silly to try to go somewhere and pick it up when they just bring it right to your door. So that is Food Panda. And then the other food app that we like is called Eatigo. And again, I'm going to put these all up on the screen. You can see them right here. Okay, so Eatigo is fantastic because it's going to tell you where you can get a discount for different meals. So these are going to be a little bit nicer restaurants, and it gives you, like you can see here, 30% off, 50% off, 20, 40. It just depends on where you go. Now, the deal here is that the discounts come at slower times. So the bigger discounts are going to be at times when it's slower at various restaurants, and on days where it's not as busy. So at those down times, look at that, you can get, at the Holiday Inn, at the JW Marriott, at the Marriott Bangkok, at the Sheraton, at the Peninsula Hotel, so all at the Westin, all these different hotels offering discounts anywhere from 30, 40, looks like 50, all kinds of discounts you can do. So that's pretty amazing to be able to get those discounts at all these different places. 10% off at the Siam Pizza. So like I said, the more busy that a restaurant is, then the discount is going to be a little bit less. The other day we went to Jamie Oliver's Italian restaurant, and we were able to get 40% off there for our meal because we went at an early time of the day, and it was really great to be able to get that discount. So that was cool. You can also make reservations for the different restaurants in here too. So these are all the different apps that we like: Eatigo, Food Panda, BTS, of course your Google Translate, Grab Taxi, and Klook as well. So I hope this was really helpful, and we'll catch you on our next video. Have a great day.